Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be trying to make a train of Satsumas. Because when I reviewed this vehicle, I mentioned you could probably get a bunch of these and attach them front to back and just have a big old train of them. And you guys seemed interested in seeing what would happen if we tried it, so we're going to try to do it and see if it works or not. Now first, a quick overview of how you attach them. First thing you do is you spawn up a Satsuma, and then you're going to remove both the front and rear bumper of the vehicle. Now if it's the front vehicle in the train or the rear vehicle in the train, you can leave that bumper, but since I don't really know which is which yet, we're just going to remove both of them. Then we're going to move this thing up to about right here, just so we got lots of room to work with, and we'll save the spot by resetting it there. Then we're going to go to the other one, and we're going to remove the front and rear bumper on this one as well. So goodbye front bumper, and then goodbye rear bumper. And then we're going to just drive it right up behind the blue one, but not actually butting up against it yet. First, we're just going to save this spot because it's going to be useful later on when we have to reattach all of them. Because if we save it right behind it, it's really hard to attach them. You have to have a little bit of space between them, then you hit O and F to open up the trunk and the hood. Now those are the default buttons, but if you change them, they'll be listed up here in the top right corner. So we do the same thing on this one, and we're going to get the red car, and we're just going to inch it along until it gets right up next to the blue one. And you're going to want to make sure you have the parking brake on the blue one so it doesn't move away as you bump into its rear. So like that, you see they're basically touching. That's how you get a good lock. So now that they're set up, you're going to go ahead and close the trunk and the hood on the blue car, and then the trunk and the hood on the red car, so it kind of has a lock to it. And that keeps them really well attached. So I'm going to do the same thing a few more times so we have a big old train of cars, and I see no point in making you guys watch the same thing be done over and over and over again. So I'll be back once this train is set up. And then we close them all at once too, because we can. So if we try to accelerate with one car, nothing's going to happen because there's simply too much weight. So we got to accelerate with all of the cars all at once. So to do that, we're going to freeze physics and then hit the gas pedal, go to the next one, hit the gas pedal, go to the next one, hit the gas pedal, go to the next one, hit the gas pedal, go to the next one, and hit the gas pedal, go to the next one. Then we're going to find the car in front, and that'll be the one we actually control. So we're going to unfreeze physics, and away we go. So we can actually steer this thing a little bit, but you got to be really careful with your steering. If you steer too hard, they will detach, and it sounded like one of them might have detached. Nope, we're good still. We still got the train going. 4, hopefully there's a 5th still. Yeah, 5 in a row. Go around this corner. Nope, they have detached, and it's trying to detach the red one. My train has betrayed me. So I think the problem here is actually when you start connecting multiple ones together, it makes it a lot harder for it to hold it all together. Because right here, you got 2 cars. That's 2,000 pounds on the connection. That's enough where it could actually hold it. But then you add another car, and there's 4,000 pounds going through that connection. You add another one, it's 6. And then you add another one, it's 8,000 pounds being pulled along by that single point. And it's just not going to happen, especially when you add the addition of going around corners with a long old whip of cars. It really whips the cars, putting even more force in the connection, and it doesn't do too well with forces like that. You see, I could even separate them if I whip them like that with just one car. So there is a little bit of a cheater's method we could use to really force a train of cars together, because I want this to happen even if it's not completely legit. So let's just go ahead and respawn all these, set them up, and I'll explain exactly what the cheater method is. And real quickly, we'll let this crash happen, and it's over. For the cheater method, you're going to line up all the cars front to back like so. Then you're going to hit F11 to go into the map editor. And you're going to grab the car behind the one in the front, and you're going to inch it forward just a bit so the bumpers kind of intersect each other. You don't want to do it too much where they're permanently attached, but you want to do it enough where you can drive them around and it'll hold together as you drive. So we're going to do this for every single car in the row until they're all ready to go. And just like last time, I made it where all the cars are at about half throttle. And I was real aggressive with the placement of the vehicles. I wanted to make sure they stayed together because I promised a train of Satsumas, and I wanted to make sure I delivered a train of Satsumas. And you can see right here, they're all in a row. We're going to try to go left on this corner and see what happens. This is a much harder direction to go because it's a much tighter corner, and it is going to make it just barely get on that road. All right, right here. We're going to go left again, and I got to make sure I don't accidentally center up the camera like that because I want to be able to actually see the train like this. It's a lot more fun when you can see it, and whoa, my goodness, this thing is swaying. Like, you look at the car in the rear, and you don't want to pay attention to what it's doing when you're driving because it's not important what that car's doing. You got to watch the front of the car so it doesn't crash into something. So hopefully, soon enough, we'll get a downhill section. We'll actually be able to get some speed with this thing. I'm thinking we might be able to touch 50, even close to 60 miles per hour if the downhill section is long enough. because we're already hitting in the 30s, and it's a little bit uphill. So let's see, there's the downhill. All right, let's go. Let's go for like 50 miles per hour on the crash right here. And we got it. And for this one, I want to make sure I get a good camera angle because this is going to be a cool crash. So I'm going to just go ahead and get 100 times slow-mo, pause this thing up, and I'm going to find that perfect angle where you can see everything happen, hopefully. Like right here, that looks pretty good. You can see the tree it's hopefully going to crash into. And we'll speed it up to 16 times slow-mo for the crash. And the car's going a little bit inside of the tree. Not the way I expected it, but close enough. I think what I want to do is actually crash this into a solid object, which means we'll need to change maps. Because there's no such thing as a solid object on this map, really. Alright, go ahead and speed this up, and I think that'll do it for this map. I'm going to hop over to a different map, and I'm going to reassemble this with a little bit more spacing between the vehicles, because on that one, there was no chance of them separating. So for the next map, since I want something hard to crash into and I want to be able to get a lot of speed, the best map for that is going to be Utah, USA. I was lining the cars up and I just had to know what would happen if we try to drive it like this. And the answer is kind of disappointing. It just says instability detected, vehicle restored, and game paused every time I attempt to drive it, and it makes this horrible, awful screeching noise. Alright, the cars are lined up and they're a little bit farther away this time, and they still have the bumpers on, and I did a little bit of testing. They can separate with enough force. It still takes a pretty decent amount of force to separate them, but it's not like last time where it was basically unstoppable. And this time I did full throttle, which was a bad decision because this is going way too fast and I can't steer and we're gonna fly off the road. My only hope is to navigate through the rocks and back onto the road. That's how you do it, pro train driver WhyBeAre right there. Oh my goodness. And I heard something crack. Was that a car falling off the train? Nope. We got a full train of cars. We got them all flooring it. We're going to be going like 60 miles per hour when we get to the end of this, hopefully. And we're going to have a nice big old crash. Oh no! We're down 2 cars. We're down 2 cars. See, I told you they could separate with enough force. We still got 3 cars. We might as well crash them into some rocks. Go a little bit of slow-mo into it as well. Maybe we can even get a little bit of airtime with this kind of angle. Let's see here. Oh no! The way the front just separated, sheesh. That is, wow. Okay, that's not the way I thought that would go. I thought we would fly a little bit, not just get the whole front of our car destroyed to bits on the first impact. So after that test, I think we should only do half throttle, because when we did full throttle, you saw how badly that thing was wiggling all over the place and I could barely control it. So let's see if this actually makes a significant difference or not. All cars are in the exact same position, so if there's any wobble, it's from the positioning of the cars, not from going full throttle all the time. But so far, it seems a little bit less wobbly, although it is pulling to the right still really hard. So we gotta go right here. There's no way I can make it to the left. And woo, that time it was nice and easy. So I'm going full steering to the left right here, and I can't even stay on the road. That's interesting. Like, I'm trying to go left. There we go. In the dirt, that gave me a little bit of extra grip or something to be able to pull them along. And now we're actually going pretty straight. Cool. The dirt saved the day. But a lot less wobble here. Yeah, we're going slower, but you see it's very controllable. That's the key. So we're only going to be going about 50 miles per hour at most once we get to that wall. But it's still going to be a pretty cool looking crash, I would think. So we'll get slow-mo going, and I'm going to do 16 times slow-mo. And with the camera in this position, you can't really see the impact. So I'm going to make sure we get a nice camera angle going right here. So something like that should be able to see everything well. Maybe a little bit more zoomed in. Alright, actually a little zoomed out because the car's coming towards me. And you see right there, they separated very well from each other, and the last 3 cars barely got damaged. Like, the one in the rear looks pristine. The one in the middle has a little bit of damage, and then the one after that does have a pretty good amount of damage. So let's just go ahead and reset all these and do one more thing here. And this time we're going to do it a little bit differently. Up till now, we've just been having a static amount of power. Now we're going to see what happens if we tell the AI to chase me when they're the car that's attached to me. I have no idea if this will work or not, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I have it set up where all the AI is going to chase my car. I was thinking about trying to make them chase the car that's directly in front of them, but I figured I'd have a little bit more control if they were chasing me versus the car directly in front of them. That, and it's easier to set it up where they chase me versus the car directly in front of them. So we're gonna go right here again because going left just does not seem to work. Like, it seems like for some reason the way the cars are stacked up, the car does not like going left, at least not at the start. After they kind of jiggle around a little bit, who knows? Like, I have no idea if it's gonna go left, right, straight. We'll see what happens. Like, right here, it's going mostly straight. I noticed the AI is trying to, like, brake every now and then. They're keeping the speed low. I think what's happening is they think they're gonna crash into me, so they try to slow down or something. Even though, well, you've already crashed into me. It's too late for that. Alright, so now we're able to still get it up to about 45 miles per hour, so we're able to get decent speeds with the AI, but what if I want to slow down? Oh, not bad! I was able to actually slow down pretty good right there. We dropped all the way down to 25 miles per hour. I think the AI saw me slowing down, so they might have braked too. I don't know. Let's watch for brake lights here. See if they brake at all. So, black car, brake lights. I saw him just for a second, but oh my goodness, I can't see me. Oh, no. Just stop. Oh, well, okay. Now the AI is completely in control of the train. That's interesting. I'm being chased by the train. Alright, let's see if they can control it all and keep up. I'm gonna have to drive without looking at where I'm going. This is hard. Alright, so they cannot keep up. They're going way slower than me. I'm gonna just go ahead and just cruise it. Try not to crash. As long as the AI doesn't crash, I'm actually pretty impressed. I figured they would lose control almost instantly. But I guess since they're all in sync, they're able to stay on the road pretty well. Because it's not like where I'm leading them, where it's kind of like, I want to go right. And the AI's like, no, you're to my left. I'm going to go left. They're all just trying to get at me. Very slowly, though. Like, I was dragging them along at the start, I guess. Come on, guys. Let's go. Alright, we're going to just go in the tunnel and try to wreck in the tunnel, and hopefully they'll follow me. And do something interesting. Well, the tunnel's a bit away. Maybe we'll just try to crash into the side right here. If we go right into here, and if the AI can hit that, it might be cool. Let's see, where is the AI? They're probably not going to hit that, are they? Wait, did they just stop? Oh, they're going to try to go around. No, AI! Y'all are so dumb, but so spectacularly coordinated in your stupidity. Maybe not. No, they're just going backwards forever. And we're gonna try that one more time because I really want to see the cars fly. I just gotta make sure my car doesn't become detached from the cars behind me, and hopefully the AI doesn't try to do anything crazy when they realize they're gonna be chucked off the edge of the road. So we gotta slow way down on this corner. Way down, way down, way down. We're not gonna slow down enough for this. Just cut the dirt so we don't fly off the road. There we go. That worked actually pretty swell. Alright, now let's see. How fast can we go before we get to that jump area? I mean, we got some driving to do, that's for sure. Uh-oh, I see a little bit of separation on our bumpers. You guys better stay attached. I know I'm pulling you guys along because you guys don't want to give it the gas, but let's go. Oh, I hear them braking. Oh, they're slowing me way down. Come on, guys. Come on. You can do this. Let's just keep up. I wonder if I increase the risk parameter, if that would make them drive a little bit more aggressively and actually accelerate when I'm accelerating. I don't know. I don't know if that affects it when they're on chase mode. I know it affects it on random. I've never tried it with chase, though. Something we're trying in a different video, not this one, because I have a goal in mind and we're going to accomplish it. Alright, that is a super smooth corner. I couldn't have done it any smoother while flooring it the whole way, even though I lost like 15 miles per hour momentum because the AI is like, whoa there, WhyBeAre, that's a corner. Let me slam on these brakes real quickly. So y'all didn't need to do that. It's good. I am expert car driver. It's fine. You know, one thing, I'm not even paying attention to the rest of the train. I might just have 2 cars at that point in time for all I knew. We got all 5 cars. And I've just been doing 5 cars because that's like a nice, simple number. I could have increased it to more if I wanted to, but at that point it seems like it get kind of difficult to control. Like 5 feels really good. It feels like I can control it, and it's enough cars to have some fun with. Alright, so we're not even going to get up to 60 miles per hour, it looks like, because we're kind of topping out in the 50s because the AI is afraid to do anything else. So you know what? I'm going to freeze physics right here, take all the AI off of chase, and just put it to floor it mode and hope nothing goes terribly wrong. Okay, all the AI are going to go as fast as they possibly can. You see there's wheel spin! That means we're good to go. Okay, one of the cars must not have their wheels like perfectly on the ground or something. I don't know. Because there's just skids everywhere, even though they're all supposed to be accelerating. Either way, might have got a little bit faster than we could have with the AI. Let's see if we can hit this thing. Gotta get a good speed at it. Like 16's a pretty nice speed. All right, we're hitting it a little off center, but we're coming in good at the last second. All right. Oh, this is perfect. This is how you end the video. Oh, that is so stupid, but awesome. Anyways, that'll do it. If you guys are interested in more train videos where it's not necessarily this car, but I just attach a bunch of cars together and we can go even faster, do leave a comment so I know, because I think this is kind of fun to watch. And until next time, it's WhyBeAre. I'll see ya. Hey, did you like that last crash? Because I did. We're going to do it one more time after the credits. I don't care. I just wanted to see it again. This time we're going much faster too. Although I think we're not quite as centered, so only a couple of the cars are actually going to get into the air, unfortunately. Either way, it's fun to do one more of those and just watch all the cars staying attached. See, they do come apart eventually. Alright, again, see ya.